welcome back to the second segment of tonight's Oh No Radio show, where, of course,
segment number 2
do get a little bit weirder. We'll only let you guess why.
It's gonna get weird.
Didn't even throw on my shades. I gotta throw on my shades for the show. You know how I do it. But yeah, okay, so I was thinking about this on break, and I'm pretty sure that I had the same situation happen to me not that long ago. Do you remember when my washer broke and I had to siphon out the water?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, okay, so same thing kind of happened again, and old Owen had to, you know, chop up an old garden hose and do the old siphoning of his dirty washer water again.
Good times.
And I threw up again. I think that's just naturally what is going to happen every time that I have to deal with this problem, is that I eventually get, you know, just a mouthful of dirt and, you know, nasty clothes water in my mouth. And, you know, I think I was like, oh, okay, I got this. It's not that bad. I can wash my mouth out with water. No. I still even have the grit, like, at the back of my throat right now. That, that started the whole process. So, yeah, that was half of my afternoon. While I was texting you, Mikey, throughout a lot of this, that's what I was dealing with. I was dealing with me puking up in the yard due to a lot of unfortunate circumstances with my washer.
Mikey, you still on mute, brother.
You still on mute, you dick.
Hey, what's happening? Sorry about that, you guys. I appreciate you letting me know. So, how do you recover from the old washing machine?
An unfortunate siphoning, as I like to say.
Oh, that sounds
even
grosser.
I don't know how you recover. I downed a bunch of water and Gatorade, and then I did take a shower. That made me feel a little bit better. Brushed my teeth.
Hot shower.
Yeah, hot shower, because I felt just to
wash all the
get it all out, get it all out of there. So yeah, like that's probably how I would describe how I did it. I then I didn't take a nap today, which, you know, we'll see.
Cranky, Owen.
Yeah, a little cranky. So but I did take a shower, and I got most of the filth off me. And yeah, it was not a pleasant experience, and you know, honestly, I shouldn't have to do this every 6 months, because it's been about 6 months since I had it done, and here we go again. So yeah, just another day in the life of unemployed Owen. I wish I would have. I wish I would have honestly had something that I brought up when we were going to break. I'm like, oh man, I wish I would have had something like sweet to suck on. And I didn't have anything sweet to suck on in this particular occasion, but
I got something sweet for you.
But I did go down to the 7-Eleven, and I noticed that there's a product there now. I don't know if these have been around for a long time or not, but there's Coca-Cola Tic Tacs. Did you know?
Oh yeah,
Did these been around for a while that I just didn't know about them?
Oh yeah, they're delicious too.
Well, you're the snack master of the show, Mikey B. So I figured you would know.
They also make like a cherry and cola, so you can make like cherry cola Tic Tac mixes in your mouth.
The problem with Tic Tacs, though, is that I feel like you eat half the box. Like I like remember like when you were kids, I used to love the orange ones. Remember the orange, the standard orange Tic Tacs? I used to love those things. And yeah, I feel
good.
Still good.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed those. And but with Tic Tacs, you can't, like, you start with maybe like 2 or 3 in your hand and you pop them in and you're like, oh, these are delicious. But it doesn't take long before you've Mikey B's doing it, right?
Kicking the hole.
Yeah,
you kick the hole.
I'm not the only one then, right? Like we all.
Well, and that's why you upgrade from getting the little tiny little baby normal size Tic Tac to getting like the one that looks like as big as your fist.
The big
So
Tic Tacs.
Yes, you can just tilt her way back.
They're almost like, at that point, why am I not getting a Mentos? You know? I like a Mentos.
Because they're too big. They're too big.
I like a Mentos, though.
I like them too, but Tic Tacs are so... I feel like you can eat a bunch and not feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
They're 1 calorie a piece.
Is that what they are? Is that what they do? Yeah. Yeah.
They're like 1 calorie.
No.
That's it.
Oh, what are they talking about? We're talking about Coca-Cola Tic Tacs, Sam. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about all sorts of random...
Latecomer.
Yeah, just hopping in the show willy-nilly, thinks she can just... What are they talking about? Let me see. Yeah, we'll see.
We love you, Samantha.
Yeah,
Owen, can we talk about something that you and me are going to be doing tomorrow, or do you want to hold on?
Oh, yeah, no, we can do that. We can promote this appearance.
All right.
Sure.
So
you seem a lot more excited about this than I am.
I am, because Owen and I are going to be doing a virtual This Week in Chicken Sandwiches with Big Tim Murphy.
Yeah! Woo!
I'm so excited because I've always been a Big Tim fan, and I do love Big Tim a lot, and I'm just happy that he started up This Week in Chicken Sandwiches again, and that he wants us to come on and hang out with him, because I just love how positive Big Tim is, and I kind of need a little bit of positivity right now.
No, it'll be fun. We always listen, and of course, you know, tune in to This Week in Chicken Sandwiches. Just type that into any where you find your podcasts and all that stuff. I'm sure it'll pop up. Look for Big Tim Murphy. I'm sure you'll probably find it somewhere in there too. But yeah, no, I'm excited about that as well. I'm gonna ask him if he's ever shaved his armpits, because I did a trimming the other day. I did a full trimming. Now that I've been wearing a lot of these like muscle cutoff shirts to show off my sweet guns, I've been Well, I was looking at it and I'm like, I don't need all these protruding armpit hairs ruining my look. And so I took my shaver and I did my trimmer, and I did a good buzzing on both sides, my left and my right. And they were a little itchy at first, but I kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking a more shorn armpit hair thing, you know?
Nah, bruh.
I kind of like it. It's
okay. So all I do is I take the shaver in one hand, and then I put the opposite side arm tight against my body.
Okay.
Whatever pokes out, like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Then you just do, like go up the side, like.
And then you do the other side, and you just. And then you're all good, and you're managing your manscaping. You're being corrective about your body growth.
I feel like I just went that step further. You know, it wasn't.
You scorched earth policy it, Owen.
I'm okay with it. Ty, where do you fall on this argument?
It's too sweaty.
I actually have never trimmed my armpits ever. So
what about your chest hair and stuff? Like, do you do that?
No, on occasion there'll be like a rogue one or two that's weird. You just feel like you should cut it, but
you like that
for the most part.
I don't think you got a very hairy chest, though, do you?
Yeah, it's hairy enough.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Let's compare. Like I haven't done mine in a while. Let's. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're about. I think we're about even there. Yeah, like well. Like I hate the nipple hair. Like I hate when you get it around the nips. Like I don't like that. I don't think that's a good look. But
I have like 3.5 to 4 inch nipple hair on my left nipple that I just that I like guard and protect.
Oh,
because I'm just really trying to see how long I can grow it out. Because I feel invested about it now.
Well, at this point, you might as well, right? You just keep it going.
Yeah.
You want to see how long that bad boy can get. I get them on the same type of thing. You get the randoms that come out of your shoulder. Like I get them on, like it'll be like 3 inches. Like I don't know how that even works. Like why? You know, like comes out of nowhere. Yeah. Either way, I think it is time that we take a look at something that I have been promising. And we have to thank our friend over at Semantics, Samantha over at semanticspodcast.com, for lending me her VHS player, or VCR, I suppose they are called, to be able to digitize some of these clips. So I've been finding some of my old acting tapes, and this one is a trip through the past, and I think that we can all just maybe take a look at this together, critique my fine acting work in it together, and see what you guys think. So we'll go ahead and let me pull this one up. I've got to go ahead and do the optimization again. Let me yeah, we gotta double down on the optimization and the screen sharing here. And,
double down on the optimization.
Oh no, that guy's from clips earlier. He is
enhanced.
That is definitely not me. That guy is definitely not me, but maybe.
Is that a young Owen in blackface?
I do not think that is me. We will go ahead and watch. We will go ahead and start watching this short film that I did. I must have been 12, 13, something like that. It's called Rock Girl, and yeah, we'll see what you guys think about my stellar performance in this clip. Oh, here we go. Yep, here we go. I didn't clip out the beginning here. There we go. There it is. There it is. Okay. As we can see, there's a young lady dusting off a rock in a playground.
Rock
Ready,
girl.
Gladstone? Ready when you are, Rachel.
She's clearly into her rocks.
Wow.
These kids do not look like they are. These kids do not look friendly to her.
Just
And
walk.
Sam, fuck you. She's like, because of my previous movie history, she's asking, "Are you gonna rape this girl?" No, I'm not gonna rape this girl. Damn it! That's a different
it could be a
different
thing
movie.
behind the girl son.
That's a different
Yeah,
movie
you
I
did.
did. That's a different movie I did.
Wait.
Damn it.
Just ignore them. They don't understand. Okay, Gladstone. Hurry.
Well, if it isn't the rock girl.
Yeah, if it isn't the rock girl.
Find any good rocks today, freak?
Yeah, find you good rock safe freak. Just ignore them.
Look at
Leave
these
me alone.
bullies.
Hey, where are you going? Gotta tend to your rock garden?
That's
Oh,
really
where's
funny.
Owen coming
Funny, like malaria. That rock is giving you lip. Watch out.
You know, if you like rocks so much, I got something that's hard as a rock for you. right here.
Whoa.
Whoa!
What?
That's like a
Uncalled,
12-year-old talking about his hard dick.
uncalled for, sir. Yeah, there's a 12, 13-year-old boy talking about his hard dick. Yeah, UCF Films.
And Samantha's right. He's wearing overalls and he's bullying anybody else.
Rape alert. Fuck you. God damn it. Here we go.
Whatever, pal. She collects rocks, not twigs.
Oh,
What'd you say?
snap.
Ooh.
I'm gonna teach you and your rocks a lesson.
Run, Rachel!
Freak.
What were they gonna do to her is what I want to know.
Gladstone, you need to
Ew.
watch your mouth. You keep getting me into trouble. There is no honor in creating trouble where there was none before. Okay, jeez. Ma petite, what is wrong? What trouble? Oh, it's nothing.
Does she have a French rock?
She has a French rock. Yeah, she's got a ninja rock. She's got a French rock. She's got all sorts of different personalities in her rocks. Those are her friends, man. Come on.
Me again today.
Oh,
I
she's
saw
blasting
how
with
you
a
say
rock. You know that.
Sorry. Someone should teach those jerks a lesson. I know, but who? It's all right. It's just teasing. I don't need anyone but you. Coming, Mom.
So,
Owen
what
did
you do
DO
today?
for this. He was 9 of the rocks.
Nothing much. I just went
Oh,
to
I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm
Oh, how
coming
nice.
in a bit.
Oh.
Any nice boys and girls there to play with?
No, not really. Just a bunch of assholes.
Honey, don't say asshole
whoa.
at the dinner table. Here, do you want some more French fries?
Ah, but of course.
You know, there are lots of nice boys and girls out there to play with. I don't see why you have to sit around and play with those dirty rocks all day long.
Mom, they're not just rocks. They're my friends.
Yeah,
We've been over
Mom.
this. A girl needs real friends to
Yeesh.
play with. Isn't that right, dear?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
But they are real.
Yes, honey, I'm sure
Is
they
that
feel
you,
very
Owen?
real
Are you
to
dad?
That's
but
not me.
for
I'm
me,
not
I
the
don't know
dad.
what's so
I'm
appealing
definitely
about
not the
rocks.
dad.
Do you really want to know?
Oh, sure, honey.
Well, they're just so tough. Like, look at Rocky here. Look how strong and resilient. I mean, he's been around forever. He was part of something greater. I mean, if you think about it, these rocks belong to the world. Look at this one. Think of all the forces that had to go at work to make it. Like the heat and pressure, hundreds of thousands of years, and yet here it is.
And then
it's
you
so
glued
beautiful.
ponytails to it.
But
You
it didn't start out that
disrespected
way.
it.
At
Yeah,
first,
exactly. Well,
you didn't know its potential. Its beauty.
it's a beautiful rock, Mike.
Yes, dear, it's very pretty.
Man, somebody spent their money to make this.
I know. I know. It's yeah. It's
Someone paid Owen to be a part of this.
Yeah, you're right. And someone paid that dad in the background to just literally be an uninterested dad to read his newspaper and yeah.
He's
I want
doing
that
it great.
IMDb credit.
I also like their meal of buns on plates and a pile of lettuce. Like that's
Raw lettuce.
Raw
like
lettuce.
turtle lettuce.
No, that's not a salad. That's just literally a pile of lettuce, I think. But yeah, okay.
Rachel, it's not always easy to be yourself. Yeah, kid, it took a lot of courage. I know. I just have to wonder if there's anyone out there who would really understand me.
I wonder who that guy is. I wonder who the guy that understands her is gonna be.
Well, besides you guys, of course. Maybe you, need some more chlorophyll in your diet. Well, I'm sure that's not it. Do you guys hear something? Sounds like a fight or something. Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Uh-oh. Someone's in trouble, guys. I wonder who it is.
We have to do something. We must go, Rachel, but we must be silent. Silent, like ninja. Rachel.
Uh-oh.
Ninja Rock.
We have to help him.
I wonder. Look at those. Remember those evil kids from earlier. Those,
Who are they beating up, Owen?
Those jerks.
What do we
Those
do?
jerks?
We must strike like snake, but with power of dragon.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
It's the
That's
bullies
what
that are
everyone
attacking a
should
boy.
do.
We have to help him, Rachel. But I've never stood up to them before. They're not just teasing him, they're hurting him. I can't do it by myself. Rachel, you're never alone.
This is getting a little weird.
There we go. There's little Owen right there.
She definitely has mental problems, though, right?
Hey, jerk faces! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Leave that boy alone.
Who's gonna make us? You?
There you go. There. Did you catch him? Did you
Almost. I caught a little golden-headed blonde boy.
Yeah, gold-headed blonde boy. Look at him. That's me right there.
Oh, you're in a little sidearm chokehold.
I am.
Oh, there it is. Oh, you're getting choked good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're getting headlocks real good, Owen.
They're super bullies, man. They're not nice. Look at them.
You?
He's
Yeah,
wearing
me.
green overalls. You're
Yes.
getting bullied by a kid with green overalls, Owen.
I know.
You in what army?
Me in this army. Blitzkrieg! Ah! Big
Oh,
ones
shit.
of my own size.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
La resistance. Ah! Here I come, Pee-wee.
oh.
This is like really bad karma. You have no honor, you Western devils.
Oh.
Fucked those kids up with some rocks, didn't she? See? See?
This is what I assumed was going to happen. She was just going to use her rocks to literally pummel them.
Yeah. Well, and she did. And she did. Let's see what else happened. Best
And don't
part.
you ever come back. We did it, you guys. We beat them. Oh, hi.
Uh-oh.
I'm Rachel.
Fine acting here.
Lance.
My name is Owen.
These are some of my friends. This is Rocky, a kid, and this is Monsieur Rock. Bonjour. And
What was going on with my hair right there? Like what is on my head? Why don't
You
even
almost have like a floofy Caesar.
It's like a Lego head. Like a,
Yeah.
you know, like a Lego hair. Yeah, my name is Lance in this. I'm a Lance.
Oh, you're a Lance?
Yeah, it's what. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you would hang out with a rock girl. Lance.
these are some of my friends. This is Rocky, a kid, and this is Monsieur Rock. Bonjour. And this is Fraulein Rock. Hello, Lance. It's nice to meet you.
I gotta
You're
go.
being rude. She saved you. At least say thank you. Thanks for saving me.
See what they did there?
Oh, you've got your own puppet, you loser nerd.
Yeah, I'm a
oh
loser
my
nerd.
God.
I got my own puppet, and I'm doing a voice. The
God.
puppet has a voice that's different than mine. Listen to my sweet puppet voice.
It's nice to meet you.
You're being rude. She saved you. At least say thank you. Thanks for saving me. She's kind of cute. Shut up.
Are you okay?
Sup, rock girl?
I guess. JJ and I were about to go get some ice cream. Do you want to come with us? You're all invited, of course.
I'd like that.
Pretty smooth, kid.
Oh yeah, see, I got her. I got the lady.
That puppet has been jerked off with more times than it cares to mention.
Lance Owen Butler, right there. There you go. That right there should have won awards. should have been probably Sundance Film Festival.
Hey, get out of here. Go. Get. Move.
Oh, you doing the? Oh, he's killing the puppet. That's what I think he's doing. Oh, I got one more treat for you though, and this comes from a musical play that I did when I was probably 9. And this is me, 9, 10 years old. This is me doing a monologue about the Bates Motel. And we'll see how you
Do you ever feel that you just have to get away from it all? Are you looking for that out-of-the-way vacation spot that's off the beaten path? Well, this is it. Mother and I are pleased to announce the opening of our newest link of California's Teen Weekend Retreats, the Bates Bed and Breakfast Inn, formerly the Bates Motel.
Look at that hair, first off.
The fact that we're buying...
Look at that hair. Look at, I mean, what is... Yeah, and terrible sound guy in the chat room. Yeah, oh. Sweet.
You're an actual murderer, Owen.
I know.
You're a legit sociopath now.
Well, it's kind of what's spawned the individual that is today. Is like half of this stuff.
From the nearest police station. Oh, I mean, civilization scare you off. This place is screaming with excitement and surprises. Our guests are dying to come back after just one night in one of our rooms. And another thing. Most places make you book a reservation months in advance, but not at the Bates Bed and Breakfast Inn. We may be small, but all of our rooms are available at the drop of an axe. I mean hat. So what are you waiting for?
Oh, wow, Seinfeld, really?
In a minute, Mother.
Who are you talking to, Norman?
No one, Mother.
Are you talking to those girls again, Norman?
No, Mother, no girls at all.
Acting. Right here,
I'd better
acting.
go. I promised Mother I'd...
Norman! Did you run this errand for me yet, Norman?
I'm on my way right now, Mother. I promised her I'd go pick up some new curtains for the bathroom.
Norman!
I better go, but don't forget, at the Bates Bed and Breakfast Inn, we'll shower you so much, you'll never want to leave.
Oh boy!
There you go. There you go. Yes, and it was a school play. It wasn't about Psycho, but it had that scene in it. It was called A Century in Review, is the name of the play. It was written by I think the music teacher and the drama department teacher together, and they kind of came together. And what they did is there's I'll play this probably next week. I haven't digitized it yet, but there's a scene of me where I'm Elvis, and there's a scene of me as a bunch of different characters. I think there's a scene with me as In Sync is in there. The whole concept of I guess the play was that it was different, I don't know what you'd call it, different eras of music throughout the 21st century, and how rock and roll came to be and all this stuff. And so it was like a pop culture mashup, I guess, right? Thrown into a play. So that's why the Bates Motel thing is in there. And then at a certain point, yeah, one of my roles was that of Elvis. So there you go. There you go. Oh shit! Yeah. I wouldn't expect. God damn it! I mean, yes. Thank God.
Oh my God.
Thank God we had this guy in.
You murdered some children.
Didn't murder any children, but I
doubt that.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Live with the news, it's the one and only Johnny
Greetings and acquisitions, everybody.
It's good to have you back, Johnny.
Johnny Moonbags here with another news.
Another edition of Oh No News with Johnny Moonbags. I love it. Thanks for hopping in here with us.
Official sponsor of Johnny Moonbags News.
Okay.
Old Smoky Moonshine Pickle.
How them pickles be?
Well,
did you do it yet? Do it.
Let's try one right now.
Okay.
You want to turn this newscast into a mukbang?
Not particularly, but okay. He's eating the pickle. That is a moonshine-soaked pickle, if I do believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looks enjoyable.
All right. Well, thank you again, Johnny Moonbags, for joining us. What do we have this week in the world and news of Johnny Moonbags?
You guys want news one?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that.
Where's my music for news one?
Okay, hang on. Let me pull up your music. One step.
Because the only thing in my life
one step at a time.
is that John Moonbags Jr. is still a dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
News one.
News one.
Welcome to the news. Where's my beer?
You lost it. You lost your beer. That's no good.
Yeah, I must have lost my beer.
Okay.
Oh. Secondary sponsor again, Seagram 7.
Seagram 7. I feel like that's a pretty consistent sponsor for you. Yeah.
Call me Seagrams. I want your whiskey.
All right. News one. News one. What
news,
do we got?
News one. You guys know where Austin, Texas is?
I'm pretty sure it's in Texas.
I've been over there.
It's over in Texas.
I've heard it's a cool city. Ty, you've been
full
to Austin,
of
Texas,
RC
right? It's a
nerds
cool town.
and hipster fucks, right?
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah, it's not really Texas. It's like a different thing. Austin is different.
Well, it's about to be real different because earlier this week, Elmer's glue tanker flipped over.
An Elmer's glue tanker flipped over in Austin, Texas.
There were several cars stuck in the jam for hours.
Is that a joke or is that
Well, maybe it was real, but I was trying to breathe some brevity into the.
Oh, right.
It's called a joke in the news business, Owen. Why don't you do your job and I'll do mine?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think in the day and age of fake news and like what's hard to decipher, Johnny, I don't know that it's a great idea that you'd be throwing around jokes in your newscasts on Oh No Radio Show. I want to hear the facts. I want to hear the facts. What were the facts about this particular situation?
Well, early in the morning, they were clearing an overpass, and apparently the glue tanker was just a tad bit too tall. And it was ruptured on the overcoming overpass.
I didn't know they had glue tankers.
Well, that's why you're a podcaster and not a glue manufacturer. They do distribute
that is
glue.
Fair. Yes, I'm not. I am not a glue manufacturer. Yeah, that is.
Well, how do you get the glue from the factory to the people, to the little boys and girls?
I would assume that you probably have like a truck, like a semi full of like cases of Elmer's glue in the bottles, and they're probably bottled at the factory. I wouldn't assume that you necessarily had a truck full of glue that would be driving down the road, hit a bridge, and then collide. Like it's.
That's where you'd be wrong, Owen.
Oh, okay.
All of Elmer's glue is made in one central factory in Illinois, and it's all delivered from Illinois to you around the country.
Okay. I did not know that.
Ty,
were you as unaware of this glue manufacturing, situation as I was?
I think I knew that Elmers was headquarters in Illinois. But
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay. Well, that is everybody okay now? Or like it's as have they peeled the glue off their skin? For
They
instance,
everyone survived the mishap and actually has fresher, more revitalized skin from the whole ordeal.
okay. Well, you know, get the blackheads out, right? Like,
no blackheads for nobody.
nobody there in
Not a single blackhead in Illinois.
in Austin, Texas. Not a single blackhead, right?
No, none in Austin.
You know, well, this is one of those weird news stories that sounds like it's unfortunate at first, but maybe has a positive outcome. So, thank you for the positivity, Johnny.
Little bit of silver liming.
Silver liming, absolutely. Silver liming it is.
Silver liming.
Yeah.
You guys hear about News 2?
Oh shit! Is it time for news 2? Let me.
News 2?
Yeah, it's time for news 2. Ladies and gentlemen,
News 2, brought to you by Coors Banquet.
Coors Banquet. That's always a good choice. I will cheers you. I will cheers you all with a Coors Banquet myself. On this end of things.
If you would like to sponsor any bit of news 1, 2, or 3, please talk to Owen.
Sure.
I'll read whatever you want me to read. Just pay me to do it.
All right. Yeah. Well, what's the next story? Let's.
So, news 2. You guys know those fancy Disney clowns over there?
Disney comes. What?
Disney clowns. You know the
clowns.
The fancy ones.
The fancy Disney clowns. I don't know what
Yeah,
you mean by that.
they jump around.
Oh, the
Cirque
Du Soleil? Is that what you're referring to?
Cirque Du Soleil, yeah.
Okay.
Those guys.
Okay, yeah. I know a bit about them. I had a good friend that worked with them once upon a time. What about them?
Well, their new thing drawn to life, delayed again. Sadness.
Sadness?
They're delayed once again.
Oh, no.
They're pushing it back due to COVID, due to the not being able to sell enough tickets, due to
I've heard that they are struggling with
distancing.
bankruptcy, perhaps. Yes, there are issues with Cirque du Soleil, and a lot of the properties that they own, with them possibly going through a bankruptcy proceeding and putting it up for sale. Is that what you're kind of referring to there, Mr. Moonbex?
Sorry, I was on Chug Alert.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, they said for various reasons. They're still putting it on hold.
Okay.
It's not indefinite, but they're definitely not doing it right now. It's just not the time, man. It's not time for clowns. It's not time for stunts and laughter.
Yeah,
time for that
okay.
now.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you for the...
Do you think it's time for COVID clowns? Laughter about that?
I think that I wish the company well, and I hope that they can stay alive. As you know, like, I have plenty of friends in the entertainment industry, regardless of the company, that I hope that that you know, we can dig ourselves out from this. I'm surprised that you, Johnny, are still employed, even in the news world, because
well, you can't get rid of a staple or a legend or a legendary staple.
All these things are true. What about
News 3?
News 3!
I don't think you guys are ready for the News 3.
News 3? What do we got for News 3?
Yeah, because News 3 is sponsored by Mountain Dew Livewire.
Okay.
This much of it.
Is there something else? Is there something else in that LimeWire?
No,
Mr.
this
Moonbex?
is literally just Mountain Dew, but it's a couple days old. It's still good though. Mountain Dew Livewire, still good even after a couple days.
Good to know. Good to know.
Diamondbacks #1 with sponsors.
Yes.
So news 3 is
Yes.
kind of crazy because do you know those two guys who were flying shit on the beach?
Flying shit on the beach? No.
Yeah, like a long time ago, they were flying stuff on some beach in the Carolinas. They're like two dudes. They're brothers, two brothers. They were some real Wright guys.
The Wright brothers. Is that what you're talking about? The originators of flight?
Well, I guess if that's what you can give them all the credit for. Birds did it first.
True, and actually, you know, to your point,
And
there are some people in France that were flying hot air balloons before the Wright brothers were flying airplanes.
Yeah,
so there is some argument to be made with what you're saying there.
Yeah, so I mean, they weren't even the first cool guys to want to fly around.
Right, there was a French guy going, baby,
I want to be le bird.
Have a baguette and croissant.
Have a baguette while we fly through the air and clouds.
Delicious.
Oh, scrumptious sky candy.
I bet they were eating baguettes and cheese in that first hot air balloon, right? Because you got it. Like, if you're French,
I mean,
like,
well, they were probably
I wouldn't turn
like,
it down. Like, that's a good thing to do. I mean, I would do it if I'm the first guy that's up in my hot air balloon. Like, hey, I defy the laws of gravity. Let's have a bit of
I will have
cheese.
a glass of wine and eat a small sliver of cheese to celebrate my flight.
Look at me. I am like bird. I am like eagle, soaring above.
I am cooler. I'm like small egret who flies but also stomps through the water.
All of Paris will look at me and say, he is the man that has soars through the skies like the clouds.
He is the jewel of Paris, and we should respect him, and then possibly continue to respect him. Once
Make him the prime minister.
Yeah, that's how we do. First man to fly in the balloon gets to be prime minister of France.
Yeah. Well, how? So what's the what's going on with this story then? With what? Sorry, I interrupted your story, Johnny.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
I did. I fucked up your story, man.
Well, the Orlando Science Center got a hold of a bunch of their stuff, and I think it was illegally, but that's between us.
What?
Yeah, the Orlando Science Center got a bunch of their stuff.
What, of the Wright brothers flight technology?
Yeah, and you know who else they stole from? Apollo 11.
And now you're saying the Orlando Science Center might have been illegally stealing.
Whoa.
Well, that's what I thought you said. I'm sorry.
I said
you're the newsman.
Me.
Okay.
Like, didn't you see me do this?
Oh. You've been doing this a lot lately, Johnny. You're trying to just get the big news headline rather than the story. Like you're trying to. I've seen you're writing for BuzzFeed again, aren't you?
Man's gotta pay bills, right?
That's true. That is true.
But okay, so they got some of the fabric from the original Wright brothers plane, and that fabric has also been to space in 1969.
What?
With Neil frickin' Armstrong.
Oh, so they took it up there as kind of like a symbolic
symbology.
Thing. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. The Wright and so that's here now. Is it on display for those of us to see that live in Orlando at the Science Center?
Yeah. And they said that the CEO of the Orlando Science Center, Joanne Newman, said that we'll display them proudly.
I look forward to seeing those. I hope that they have been acquired legally.
Of course, they acquired them Legally.
Oh, I feel like you've got some kind of inside information on this thing.
There's some gotcha journalism that's about to happen.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna get a gotcha.
Well, maybe that's a good time then for us to sign off with our again. Very nice having you, Johnny. Please, come back, give us the news. But this has been the news from one and only Johnny Whew. That's some pretty intrepid journalism from Johnny this week, Ty, wouldn't you say?
I feel like he always brings a nice mixed bag of, ridiculous and legitimate
stuff that we need to know about, ridiculous or legitimate. I think it's all stuff that we need to know, and I think that that's stuff that we can rely on Johnny Moonbags every couple of weeks on the Oh No radio show to tune in and give us the Oh No news. He's our intrepid reporter. We have hired him, and I'm pretty happy, that we've done so. Mikey.
He drinks all my beer.
Yeah, is he
every time?
How bad was he tonight? Is he left already? He's not standing behind you, is he?
Oh, he stormed out of here. He didn't even say goodbye. He just stormed out of here, but he stormed out with the rest of my Coors banquets.
That's not fun.
Boo.
He did leave his pickle whiskey moonshine bullshit that was sponsored. So.
Well, I guess that's what you'll be doing the rest of the evening.
I'm going to eat some whiskey pickles, and hopefully the night gets a little better.
I'm going to do one little thing before we sign off for the evening. And I want you to, hear me out on this as to how crazy it is. Do you remember how big of a deal it was when the first iPhone came out? It was a pretty big deal, right? Like a smartphone that had all this stuff. And it was expensive as shit. And we were like, no one's ever going to pay that for a cell phone. Like, we were stuck on, flip phones and, that weird generation between things that were actually, smartphones and not,
Yeah.
So, when the iPhone first came out, if you remember, they also came out with an iPod that was essentially the same size as the iPhone, almost the same exact design. It could connect to Wi-Fi, but of course it didn't have any of the phone components.
No call functionality.
Couldn't text, couldn't, use the phone. It was called the iPod Touch at the time. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
People scam the shit out of those with apps where you can just make them into phones very simply.
Well, I think the first generation, it didn't have a microphone in it. I think it was, I think they did eventually do later generations that had microphones in it, but the very first one was basically just an iPod with a touchscreen. And you could play videos on it. You could play games on it. You could listen to music, of course, like a regular iPod on it. And Teresa was working at Starbucks once upon a time before she got her current job. And there was a competition. And Teresa, if you don't know my wife, she is extremely, you might not guess this, but she's extremely competitive. And
that does not sound like T at all.
Oh, well, you don't know T quite as well as I do, of course. She is extremely,
I guess not.
She's very subdued. She's a very chill individual, but she hates losing. And there was a competition, and it was amongst, I think it was like 7 or 8 Starbucks in the area, right? And whoever,
probably a region,
and whoever got the best sales or whatever the deal was, they would win, all of them. Who, the store, whoever was in the competition or full-time employees or whatever it was, they would all win an iPod Touch, the thing I was just talking about.
Now, see, that's a prize.
It was at the time. It was a very, it was a big deal prize. It was kind of like, wow, like, that's a really cool thing, you know, that the company is offering. I found it the other day. I've been cleaning out the studio a little bit and, like, going through closets and old boxes, and I found this thing, which is completely, of course, antiquated technology at this point. Like, it's, you know, it's got that old school iPhone connector tie. I know you're an Android guy, but
wide as fuck.
The wide as fuck one.
Yeah.
And, you know, like it's that
full
first,
base.
Yep. It's that full generation. But I found it, and I realized too that you got to understand this was the same size as the original iPhone. And when you hold it in your hands, which I've just pulled it out, and I'll show you in comparison to what mine is. Like, I have, okay, you see this? I'm showing the Twitch right now. Like, that size iPhone. What is this one? This one's the 10, right? Like, the iPhone, the standard iPhone 10. Can you guys see that? I know you guys got a different camera.
I got the same one.
All right. So, yeah, iPhone 10. I'll show you now when I found this little fucking thing. Look how the difference, how it's changed. And I'll show the Twitch room first.
Whoa, that's a little boy.
But look how tiny this little guy is compared to this little guy. You know? Like,
small.
Isn't it weird that
you couldn't watch pornography on that at all?
Well, it's just...
Yeah, you could.
The titties would be so little, it wouldn't even be exciting.
So I'm assuming this would have been 2008, 2009. Like, this piece of technology. This little piece of technology. Like, you know, compared to that piece of...
Right.
Know? And I'm assuming that this would have been 2008, 2009. But when I hold it, I'm kind of like... I kind of miss the you know... the small version of the iPhone. Like, I maybe don't make, you know, I think it will eventually happen where phones, you know, they were small, it was super trendy to have them super small, then it moved to big, and I think that it will eventually go back to having, like, smaller little touchscreen phones, because you feel this thing and you're just like, you could slip that into your pocket, no problem, you know? Like, it's super...
It's going to turn into holographic, like, palm holographic projectors, where you're just, like, scrolling across a hollow globe to get to your text or your...
Different technologies will definitely come along and probably get rid of the need for such a large touchscreen on our phones. I definitely think that'll happen. But even just, like the... you know, how much it's changed in such a short amount of time is kind of interesting. We're talking 11, 12 years, and it's gone from something that's like, you know, again, that size to that size. And, like, there's a huge difference. And
well, you got to remember, Owen, like, it went from in the Nokia days where all the touchscreen had to do was display the number and possibly the saved contact name that you gave them. And that's why they continue to get smaller, because all you had to do was have enough space to have that display screen be legible to most people, and you could compact everything else around that. And then once we went like, oh, well, let's put full display screens on phones, then they're like, oh shit, now we need to make that display screen big enough for all these dumb idiots with bad eyesight so they can be part of the worldwide monitoring device.
I don't know, though. I think there's either way going to be a transition back to smaller phones. I think that will actually happen. And even just seeing, like, again, just feeling and seeing this, if you were here and held this, you'd be like, whoa, what the fuck is this? You know, like, that is, it's alien. Like, it really is. It's kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it, but it tripped me the fuck out. And that's kind of why I just wanted to bring it up as one of the last topics on the show tonight. I know it's not super interesting, but it's just something that kind of like blew my mind a little bit.
No, I mean, it's fun. It's kind of fun to look at, like, how that cell phone thing went from, like, huge because it had to be huge to accommodate the technology to smaller, to now it's bigger, till I'm back to a frickin' hey, how you doing? Yeah.
Right.
No, of course. No, it's huge.
Well, I heard a big thing about that the other day on just listening to another radio show, and how our patterns as human beings and like what kids do now to like, how would you, if you were, for instance, if you were to tell like the driver next to you, can you roll down your window? What would you do? We would all do the rolly down thing, right? Like the
Yeah.
See, no, Mikey is doing what, of course, the millennials do. It's the finger down as if to push the button because there's no
button, asshole.
because there's no crank, right? Like that's their emotion for put the window down is the instead of the crank, it's the finger down. And then what do you think, like, if I were to ask you, like, say you were like just hopped on me real quick and I was already on a phone call conversation and I wanted to tell you guys, hey, I'm on the phone, you know, just give me 2 seconds. Like, what would you do as the signal for I'm on the phone? Okay, well, without that in your hand, though, I mean, like, yes, all of us, me and Ty are doing the almost hang 10, right? Like the thumb and finger or pinky finger out to do the I'm on the phone, like we're on a handset. What you have just done is shown like you've pretty much just pulled out the square, and they do like. Can you see what I'm doing, Ty? Like it's almost like the hand. Yeah. It's almost like a hand claw, like as if you're just like that's their motion for I'm on the phone, like which is dumb because their phone would be up to their ear and person should know that, but sometimes that's I guess a little different. But yeah, phone, like we always do that, like it's a different motion now for a younger generation. So yeah, that's just one of those stupid things that I heard about, and I was thinking about it with just, you know, a multitude of other, you know, symbols, because I was thinking about it of like, how would a kid today draw a light bulb? We always kind of have it as like the hourglass thing up top, right? And then the little swirly at the bottom. Now they would probably draw it as like that spirally, like
light efficient light bulb.
Yeah, exactly. Like as dumb as that sounds, that's one of those little things like that we don't really notice because technology's changed around us. But kids growing up right now, that's all they've ever known. So we wouldn't ever notice when it comes to change, we're just like, you know, wow, that's fucking weird. And maybe, of course, that's what a lot of people go through in life. But hey.
We're getting older.
We're getting old. We're getting dumb. I was robbed by this. The last thing I'll leave you guys.
You were robbed.
I wasn't robbed completely, but you know, since COVID, we've been doing the Instacart thing, right? We're paying the little extra to get groceries delivered from Publix, and that's like, you know, you pick out your whole list, and the shopper comes and he drops it off. And, you know, you don't have any really face-to-face interaction. They just bring you your goods. Well, my wife, who it goes on her credit card, that's how we do it. And she noticed far too late the driver from, like, she noticed it like 2 days later. This motherfucker added 4 items to our Instacart order. And then stole a couple of items that we wanted.
What?
And like her coffee was missing. basically, the guy bought his kids dinner and breakfast the next day is what he did. Like, I can almost see the meal that this motherfucker planned with what he stole and what he added. She happened to not catch it, of course. Like, she was busy. And that happens. She caught it a few days later. We're going through a thing. I think we'll get our money back on some of those items. But how shitty is that, right? Like, that you're fucking... I don't know.
I want to kick down his door and take that cereal out of his kid's mouth.
It pissed us both the fuck off. And, like, again, Teresa, she's super competitive, but neither of you have ever seen her mad. And when that happens, you don't cross that. You don't cross that Latina fire, that Latina heat.
Oh, is T now referred to as Latina heat?
She might be.
Latin fire.
She was hot taco before you even ever discovered it, my friend. But she's
a spicier taco than I'll ever be.
But she's a different type of hot taco. She's not a drunk hot taco. She's a man.
Are you saying she's got a? Never mind.
I did not say any of that, you disgusting perv. Look at you.
I didn't say anything.
You are a horrible individual.
I stopped myself much more respectfully early.
You know what? It's a wet ass taco.
Whoa.
On that note,
a WAT.
I think it is time that we wrap things up for the evening. We thank you, all of you, for joining us in the chat room this evening. We've had a great show. It's been a lot of fun. Please, everyone, check out all of our associate podcasts, is what I'm calling them at this day and age. We've got Oh No Gaming with Mikey B. Mikey B, where do you find that?
You can find that at twitch.tv/ONRS_Mike B, at YouTube at Mike Bearable, MikeBerable, or at the soon-to-be publishing and broadcasting Oh No Gaming. Find it in the groups page, just like you would find Oh No Radio Show in the groups page as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be happening soon. That's something we're working on. Of course, follow everything to do with our show, Oh No Radio Show. Join our group. Follow everything that you can. Follow us on twitch.tv/ONRS Live. Leave us a voicemail over at 407-906-6466. We also implore you, or I do, to check out Oh No Wrestling. If you like the graps, if you like any of that, check out ohnowrestling.com or wherever you find podcasts. Just look that up. Both those things are available, of course, on YouTube as well. I want you to please subscribe to our Oh No Media YouTube page. And I want you to subscribe to Oh No Wrestling. If you like wrestling and like a little bit of podcast content about that, please, subscribe to that for us as well. I know, guys, we've got a million things that we need to promote, but that's just part of running the Oh No Media empire. Ty, what do you got to promote? Fucking nothing! That's right, because he doesn't do nothing. We all do it for him.
He's promoting this long top mullet. Let's bring him back.
Guys, we love you to death. We hope that you check out our Instagram over at Oh No Radio Show. Again, join our Facebook group. And what do we say? Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, no.
Hold on. Can I just say one thing?
Oh, yeah, it better be about the Onion Challenge.
Well, first of all, thank you to everyone who's donating to the Onion Challenge over at Podbean. We really appreciate that. I don't appreciate it as much because I gotta eat something like 2.5 freaking onions now.
More than that.
But I do appreciate all of you for contributing to that. And I want to say, last of all, the greatest risk is not taking one.
There's a good little bit of Mikey B wisdom for you, folks.
Fortune cookie wisdom. Snuck it in on the sly.
Ty, I was
Here's
only.
the pickle. Here's pickle moonshine.
I'm only busting your balls, but you know, you should probably come up with a oh no in Wisconsin show somehow, and do us a little video series of you mowing the lawn. That being said,
My lawn mowing.
yeah, Ty mowing, we'll get there. Anyway,
With Ty mower.
Ty oh no mowing, oh no mowing, oh no mowing, oh mow baby. What do we say when we get out of here, boys? Eat up bag of
We love you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week, everyone. From Owen Butler, Ty Witcher, and me, some guy, Mike B. We love you guys.
Bag of dicks. Big old bag of dicks. Let me shake these dicks at you. Shake my floppy dick up and down. Yeah.
I'm gonna pop my dick all around. I'm gonna pop it right up and down.
Oh, floppy dick chunk.
Eat it back. Eat it back. Eat it back. Gotta eat bag of dicks. Got your homeboy running through, coming from the whole county sticks. Hanging out, sitting with my boy Mike B. He got bad teeth, baby. But we love him anyway. Eating all the candy every single day. Eating all the snacks, doing all the home flex. Yeah, Ty. He lives life by the Wisconsin side.
She got it.
Girl, you don't wanna fuck with my cheese stick.